And on the phone with us this morning, very happy and excited to welcome country artist Kalie Shorr. Kalie, good morning.
Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing?
We are doing fantastic. And, of course, Kalie has been featured on Taste of Country Nights with Sam Alex with our Let the Girls Play. And, Kalie, talk a little bit about how you got your start in country music and where you've come from and where you're at now.
Well, I'm sure you guys can relate to this a little bit, but I'm from Maine, so every time I do an interview or meet somebody down here in Nashville, they'll be like, well, how'd you get into country music? And I'm like, sir, I have driven a tractor down the main street of my hometown. Don't talk to me about country music. So I grew up in Maine, listened to a lot of Dixie Chicks, Faith Hill, Shania Twain, just fell in love with the songwriting, started writing songs about 6 years old, so I see a lot of who I was in Little Miss Sophia, who I think is just so impressive. And I decided to move to Nashville after high school, and I've been chugging along ever since.
And we are here this morning with Kalie Shorr on Rockford's New Country Q98.5. Sophia, you have a question for Kalie, correct?
Yeah, I got a few questions here.
I'm so excited.
So first off, you just, touched on songwriting, and you wrote your first song at 6 years old, which I think is pretty impressive because I'm 10 and you beat me. And also that you have some exciting recent things, correct?
Yeah, it's been a good year so far.
Just recently, you hit 1 million streams on Spotify for Fight Like a Girl.
I did. That was a lot.
That's such an empowering woman's song, and I just love it. And I think it's touching the hearts of so many people out there. So I just want to thank you. And you wrote that with some incredible songwriters and yourself, and your vocals are just amazing. So I just love that song.
Thank you so much, Sophia. You are just, y'all, she is just made for the radio.
I agree, Kalie. Kalie, I agree 100%. It's like I think she could take over for me. I could just walk out of the building right now and everything would be fine. It really would be. On the phone with us this morning, Kalie Shorr. And Kalie,
hello.
Yes, hello. We are very excited to have Sophia here. Now, talk a little bit about how you and Sophia met.
Well, so in the big glamorous life of Kalie Shorr, I do have a publishing deal and I tour, but I still have to pay the bills, so I sing in a hotel lobby in Nashville. And so I sing there on the weekends when I'm in town, and it's just a great time to practice. And, I just love singing for people, no matter if it's a big stage or a small stage. And in walks Sophia in her cute little cowboy boots, and I was like, that girl's the cutest little girl I've ever seen. And she has a personality that's even bigger. Sophia, you continue the story.
So I just come back from swimming. So I was all wet, and I just, said hi. I got your album, and I was like, okay, you need to still be playing when I come back down. So I came back down, and we were talking for a little bit, and I did not realize that you sang Fight Like a Girl. And so, like I said, I immediately got your album, and I was so, excited. I was like, oh, my gosh, she is so cool. And so just to have another songwriter just explaining about every single song she wrote and everything, and touching base on just every analogy that she wrote into that song was just so amazing. And I was super excited. And actually Kalie told us a couple places we should go in Nashville, and she's been keeping in touch with us because she's such a sweet girl. So you've been keeping in touch with us, and it's just so great that you can, come into the radio station, and it's amazing. And I was so excited to meet this up-and-coming artist that is just going to blow up the country music charts.
Well, thank you, love. You're just the cutest.
We are with Kalie Shorr here on Rockford's New Country Q98.5. Now, Kalie, we had talked about women in country music and how I personally feel that there needs to be more, and you agree 100% on that, right?
Absolutely.
And I think Sophia also had something that she really actually touched on, which makes perfect sense. If you want to say that again, Sophia.
Yeah, so, there are so many incredible artists out there, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of male artists that have the same sound. And I feel like we need to bring something unique to the table, such as Kalie's voice and Kalie's impeccable songwriting. So I feel like Let the Girls Play just expresses how much more unique voices and unique talents. I mean, there's girls that are coming in and playing different instruments that nobody could ever think, wow, a country female artist is playing that. And it's so expressive, and I like that there's so many girls out there that are changing the face of country music for the better.
I absolutely agree with you. And I think, because I moved to Nashville 3 years ago this month, which is a big anniversary. But when I came down, we were still kind of like, I mean, women in country were in an even worse spot. I mean, no one was on the charts, and I hadn't really realized it until I got here, and then I was like, oh, dang. I was like, I thought this was going to be easy, and it's not. So when I came here, there was all these girls, and I think everyone was trying to sound like Taylor Swift specifically because that was the biggest one that had hit. And so we came into this problem where all these girls sounded the same, and we're trying to copy her. And I think that over the past 3 years, girls have really stepped up their game and realized that they need to have a unique voice and that they can embrace that side of themselves without having to sound like anyone else.
Now, you can catch Kalie monthly on Taste of Country Nights right here on Rockford 2 Country Q98.5 with Sam Alex. And just a quick story, Sam and I used to work together in Bloomington, Illinois. And you know, Sam's a very passionate person about country music. So, Kalie, you have something fun that you got going on Saturday. You got to tell everybody where you're going.
Okay. So this is like the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. I'm opening for Chase Rice at Coast of Country Jam on Sunday in Huntington Beach, California, which is like amazing to begin with. But my good friends over at Radio Disney Country have been super supportive, and I just do some social media stuff for them. And they are giving me a VIP escort to Disneyland.
Wow, that is awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Sophia, do you got anything else for Kalie?
Well, two is that I absolutely loved Radio Disney, but for a while they were sticking to pop, and when they went country, I was so excited to see that one of the first faces of country music on Radio Disney was Kalie Shorr.
Well, thank you, love.
Well,
I was very excited as well.
And Kalie, we are so fortunate for you to come in and join us this morning. Thank you so much. If you ever come to the area, you have an open invitation to come in here into the studio. If you ever come to Rockford or Chicago or anywhere around here, please make sure you look us up. We will definitely bring you in, and we'd love to meet you.
I will. You guys have been so sweet, and then I can give you a big hug in person.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Kalie Shorr, you can check her out on Taste of Country Nights with Sam Alex.